Hey, what's up, my friend? It's Liam Davis here, and in this video, I want to ask you a question, okay? I want to ask you if what you're doing now is going to allow you to be where you want to be in 10 years' time, okay? So what you're doing today, is that going to allow you to be where you want to be 10 years from now? And the reason I brought this up is because a couple of weeks ago, I was sitting there listening to a playlist that I had created. Okay, it was just a playlist I had created. It was on shuffle, and a song came on that I just love this song. And it's a song called "All Right" by a hip hop artist named Freeway. Okay, it's from an album called Philadelphia Freeway. If you don't like hip hop, you won't like it. If you do like hip hop, you still may not like it. He's got a strange style, but it's a great song. But the beat, especially, is something that I really, really enjoy. It's a beat made by a producer named Just Blaze, and I just love it so much. So I was sitting there the other day. It came on shuffle, and it instantly made me close my eyes and kind of drift away for a moment because that's what this song has always done. Especially the last minute of the beat of the song, I just love it so much. It makes me feel so free. So as I was sitting there listening to the song, I just drifted away. I closed my eyes and drifted away, and in an instant, I drifted away all the way back to when I first noticed that song. It wasn't the first time I heard it, but it was the first time I really noticed it. And that was back in 2003. So in 2003, I shared earlier today, it was the first video I made today about in 2003, the year after I finished high school, I went and worked in a special needs summer camp in Akron, Ohio. And at this camp, I had a wonderful time. And afterwards, I'd met a girl there who we were hanging out a little bit, and she was going to college right after camp. So I was hanging out with her in her dorm because I didn't have anywhere else to sleep. I didn't really plan ahead. I was just sleeping on different people's couches and beds or whatever. But I was staying in her dorm, and one day she was out just doing her thing, and so I was listening to my Discman. Do you remember Discmans, like the big chunky Discmans with the anti-skip and all that stuff? I was listening to my Discman. I was listening to this album, Philadelphia Freeway, and this song, All Right, came on. And I was just sitting there. The same feeling I had this present, a couple of weeks ago, was the same feeling I had the first time I ever noticed this song. I was just sitting there. I closed my eyes, and it just gave me that feeling of freedom. Especially, I just love the beat so, so much. Okay, so that was back in 2003. As soon as the song finished, I snapped back into present day. I snapped back into where I was. I snapped back into just sitting there. And what it reminded me of was the fact that the first time I heard this song, I had that very same feeling back in 2003. Then I thought about it. I thought about the fact that 2003 was 12 years ago. 12. Can you believe that? It's 12 years ago. In my mind, if you ask me how long ago was 2003, I'd be like, I don't know, like 5 years ago. But really, it was 12 years ago. That is a long time. And it got me thinking, what have I really done in that amount of time? I've done some really cool things, but am I really where I would expected myself to be 12 years later after, listening to that song? And the truth is, I wasn't really. I wasn't really, but this is the point that I'm making. That song, it reminded me of a specific time in my life 12 years ago. And it got me thinking about how long ago 12 years was, but how quickly that time moved. Okay, that how quickly 12 years has just blown by like that. And that's the thing with time. It doesn't slow down for anybody. It is not going to stop. It is just going to keep steamrolling ahead. And 10 years from now, today is the 7th of August 2015. It's going to be the 7th of August 2025 in the blink of an eye. So I want to put to you, are you doing what it takes today to reach where you want to be 10 years from now? And if not, make that change today to lead yourself in the direction that you want to be heading in, instead of maybe just spinning your wheels and staying still, or instead of actually going in the complete opposite direction that you want to be heading in. Okay, so think about it. 10 years, it flies by like that. The years don't just fly by. The weeks and the months and the days don't just fly by, but the decades fly by as well. So again, I want to put to you, 10 years is going to be here sooner or later, and it's going to be here way quicker than you think. So right now, I want you to ask yourself, are you doing what it takes to get to where you want to be in 10 years' time? And if you're not, it may be time to make a change. It may be time to make a change today. All right, so that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed the message I just shared with you, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I won't leave the song, but I'll leave the actual instrumental for the song below this video on my blog, because again, it just makes me feel so happy. This beat, it makes me feel so free. I just love it so much. It makes me drift away whenever I hear it, and you may enjoy it too. I'll leave the rapping out so that you can just listen to the beautiful music, and I hope you enjoy it. If you go and listen to it, if you don't, that's completely cool too, as long as you got some value out of this message I shared with you today. So go forward. Time is going to keep steamrolling ahead. Steamroll ahead with it towards your goal. That's all I wanted to share. Go ahead, give it a thumbs up, share it on social media, leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the very next video.